Our busy lives can make it difficult to prepare the fresh, creative, well-balanced meals we'd all like to make if time were no object. But now there's a growing number of meal kit delivery services aiming to solve our mealtime frustrations. So we decided to try out a few kits for ourselves to check out the pros and cons. Here with us is Dana Dowse, our social media intern, who tried out 2 of the kits while I tried out 1. Welcome, Dana.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
I'm so glad you could be here. Okay, so you've already had some experience with meal delivery kits.
Yeah.
Tell us about what you did before this.
So I signed up for Blue Apron last year. I think they're running a special where you would get 2 meals free if you signed up for the 3 for that week. So I used that for a couple months, and it was really nice, but in the end it was kind of overwhelming, so I ended up canceling it, but I did use it for a couple months.
What was overwhelming about it, just out of curiosity?
It's just a lot of packaging and a lot of food coming for just one person, so I had a lot of leftovers and you didn't want to eat that much.
And did you, as a millennial, did you order this because you were just busy with work? And with what you were doing?
I think my mom sent it to me as like the coupon thing, like if you refer someone else, you get something free.
Yes, very cool,
Yeah.
good. All right, well, let me tell you about what I did. All right, this is from One Potato. This is what it looks like. We have all of the kits in their boxes so that you can see how they come. This is some insulated bubble wrap that it comes in, and there are 3 meals in this one. Okay, so One Potato, just so you know, is a family-friendly meal kit service that delivers fresh, organic, pre-prepped meal kits straight to your door and features recipe options for the whole that the whole family will love. Okay, more on that in a minute. It comes with 3 meals. The meal options are omnivore or vegetarian. Gluten-free is available on request. Price per adult meal is $11.99. Price per child meal is $4.50. Now, okay, so here is what it comes with. This is what it looks like when you take it out. Here is meal number 1. Okay, and meal number 2, and meal number 3, and some extra stuff, more. It all kind of goes with each of these meals. And it comes with these beautiful recipe cards, and it makes it very easy for you to follow along with the instructions. So I had spinach and roasted red pepper croquettes with kale salad, farmer's market pot stickers, and black bean soup and vegetarian quesadillas. Now I just want to say, I loved that it was, you know, all of the ingredients were so fresh looking. They were chopped. Everything is pre-measured, and it looked beautiful, very inviting. And what I especially loved is no grocery shopping, no chopping, very easy instructions, and everything was done, as they said, within 30 minutes. But one thing that I will say that is a con is that it claims to be one of the benefits, and what makes it unique is that it's family friendly. And I would not say that my 4-year-old and my 6-year-old were not interested in croquettes. They were not interested in kale salad. So I still had to make plain pasta for my children. But it was still, like, for my husband and myself, this was a wonderful experience. And it just took up a lot of space in the refrigerator, but still space that you would use for your groceries had you bought them.
Okay.
So this is One Potato, and I thought it was very worth. The question is it worthwhile? I would say yes, especially for if you're going to have people over, and if you're not really into cooking for large groups, then this is definitely great. If you just want to have a special meal with lots of different ingredients. Yeah. It's definitely more complex than I would normally make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't have to chop, is that right?
I didn't have to chop.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Chopping is hard for me.
Okay, I did a lot of chopping.
You
so
did?
I'll talk about that.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, it's your turn.
Yeah.
That's One Potato.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I did Home Chef and HelloFresh, and I think Home Chef is $60 for 3 meals for 2 people. I think it's $10 a person per meal. And then Home Chef was $69, so a little bit more expensive. I'll start by opening Home Chef. And we got 1 meal from Home Chef. We tried the Acapulco steak tacos. And very similar to that package, there's this biodegradable layer that you have that's this insulation here. And what I really liked about Home Chef is that it comes with this really nice binder that makes it really easy to organize your recipes, because I'm always getting stuff all over my recipes and they rip and all kinds of things.
Is it also biodegradable?
I don't think so. So I don't know if they send this to you every time you order something, or if it's something they give to you in the beginning and you just add on to it as you go.
Yes.
But the pictures are really big, which was really nice. And then the other thing that was nice just about the instructions compared to the one I'll talk about next is that each instruction has a step-by-step picture. So it's very easy to follow, super convenient.
Great.
And then, as I'm sure that one did, there's lots of ice in here.
Yep.
And then, much like that one, everything for one meal is wrapped all together.
Did you feel like this was fresh? All the food that
Oh,
arrived
yeah.
was.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
And then you also have your meat wrapped separately, as it should be. So that was good. I'm going to keep this in here since it's kind of drifted a little.
My meal was vegetarian, and it was something that I had thought about. Would I order something that was a fish meal? Would I order a meat meal
Yeah.
for my kids who do eat meat? And I was concerned about the freshness factor. But how did you feel about that?
It seemed really fresh, and we had a few people sample it, and they all really liked it. We had like a grain of fat in it, so we trimmed that out, but otherwise it was really good. Yeah, so that was very tender, and it was great. It was very simple to make, a lot easier than Blue Apron, so we thought that it was really worthwhile for someone that may not like grocery shopping or meal planning ahead of time, and they just wanted something to come to their door. Yes. I think you can also order 3 meals per week, and you get to choose between a few different options, so that was also really nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you can change it up every week. You're not getting the same meals
Yeah,
every
and I
week.
think there is also a vegetarian option, so based on whatever needs or preferences you had.
What
yeah.
about HelloFresh?
So this is HelloFresh, and we tried 3 meals from HelloFresh. And it's packaged a little differently. So there's this aluminum bubble wrap sort of thing. And then you have your recipes and some other deals they've got going on, which is nice. And then everything comes in these really convenient little boxes, I guess. So that's nice for storing in your fridge because things just stack on top of each other.
Right, I wonder if the panelists might like to see some of these.
So we tried pork and apple burgers, which were really good.
They're a little bit
Chicken and pineapple quesadillas, and then this baked fusilli pasta. And then again, all of the meat is wrapped separately underneath another layer of ice.
Do you mind if I open this and we can kind
Yeah.
of show what it looks like? Pork and apple burgers, unusual.
Yeah, they were.
these
That's what we
creative
thought was
dishes.
going to be unusual, but it was actually my favorite.
Wow.
And there's just the different meats. And so again, these ones are a little more than $10 per person, but it's similar where you get to choose 3 out of maybe 5 or 6 options. So if you're a vegetarian, you can choose that.
These are so cute.
I know.
So it's so cute, but then you feel bad throwing away this little tiny
Exactly.
bottle. But it's,
That's what I was going to say.
yeah.
The packaging on this one's a little bit more excessive. My one complaint for this one is I did have to do a lot of chopping, and in particular, they gave me cherry tomatoes to chop for a salsa, and that took a long time. So that was less than desirable, but it was also really good. Something I liked about this is that it was ingredients I was familiar with, whereas when I've used Blue Apron before, it was trying to get you to try new things and new meals that I wouldn't do on my own. So very simple, everything tasted really good, and we were all very familiar with what we were cooking.
Okay, so overall, meal delivery kits, are they for you?
I think personally, I love meal planning and I love going grocery shopping, and I was born in the Pinterest generation, so I love looking and doing all those things.
Yes.
For people that don't like grocery shopping and they don't like to think about what meals they're going to plan throughout the week, I think this is a great option.
It depends on your priorities.
Yeah.
But it's not cheap either. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like you really have to weigh your priorities, I think.
Yeah, you
but
have to be committed to it.
to be committed to it and feel like that's where you want to
Yeah.
spend your money. But I had a good experience.
And
too.
the other thing I wanted to mention really quick is that this came a day late, so if you were counting on it for a group event,
That's
it
very
wouldn't have
important.
gotten
Yes,
there.
it arrived a day late. So yes, if you're having guests over,
Yeah, you have to rely on something coming there on time and then
Yeah.
having enough time.
yeah, and it's still being fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is a lot of fun. Thank you very much for
Yeah,
doing
thank
this
you
with
for
us,
having
Dana.
me.
And you can find out more about the kits we use and the recipes on our website. We'll be right back.